The contents of this game is rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised. Dungeon Travelers 2, The Royal Library, and the Monster Seal is a hard but well-designed role-playing game developed by Sting. The same people who brought us Hyper Devotion Noir, Yggdrasil, and Reveria brings us the next entry in the Dungeon Travelers series that has been until recently exclusive to Japan. The story of Dungeon Travelers 2 takes place about 400 years since the Demon's God defeat. Tremors have been occurring where monsters have been reported to be appearing. So Freed, a hard-working Libra, a job class designed to seal monsters, working at the Royal Library, an organization designed to keeping the monsters' outbreaks in check, is tasked with finding out what's going on. This is because the aforementioned tremors have been becoming more and more frequent, meaning more and more monsters are appearing. However, he has no combat experience, so he has joined up another organization called the Order, an organization designed to keep monsters in check as well, because both the Royal Library and the Order are currently understaffed due to the amount of tremors that are happening. The characters in this game make Dungeon Travelers 2 an enjoyable and memorable experience. From our main character who wants nothing more to just enjoy his time reading his books, to Lillian who claims to be the manifestation of bad luck in the flesh, to our meme-speaking, pun-throwing bear friend, Beard. Seriously, what is with Japan and bears and bad, horrible bear puns? I should also mention that this bear likes to break the fourth wall a lot. So expect to get a Kid Icarus Uprising mixed with Deadpool kind of feel from it. These characters help greatly into the game's gameplay and story, as even though this game is a dungeon crawler, it is also a visual novel, as outside of the dungeon crawling there isn't much to do, so it's appreciated that the story progression flows like a visual novel. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Dungeon Travelers 2 is a DRPG, meaning the game is designed for a first-person view. Dungeon crawling is tile-based, meaning on one step north equals one step to the north filled in your map, as it's completely blank when you first enter the dungeon, similar to that of the Etrian Odyssey series. If you step on a trap, step on a ladder, find treasure, etc., the map will respectively fill in the blank tile with the corresponding event. In terms of battle, Free doesn't actually fight, he orders his teammates to make moves. Fights are handled in a typical turn-based JRPG fashion in which there is a turn order, and you have a normal attack and magic commands. However, most magic spells have a casting time to them, including healing, so strategize carefully, otherwise you'll find yourself in a deep hole. One-shot hits are very common, and I mean very common, if you aren't prepared. Alright, now let's talk about the game's difficulty. It is hard. Like, really hard. It is very possible to die in the tutorial parts of this game. You need to plan out your moves wisely, as if you let your enemy get off one of its magical attacks, expect someone in your party to die. This game punishes you if you make mistakes. Get the move order wrong and not plan out your attacks accordingly, you could end up with half of your team dead. Even normal enemies in groups can mean trouble for your team's spellcasters, and if you don't leave them in check, you can expect heavy casualties. However, to counteract this, there are items you can unlock to make fighting enemies easier, such as weapons that can destroy an enemy in one hit. However, these items are dropped randomly, so you will have to take some risks to try and get them. While the game at times seems unfair and harsh, it makes it feel all the more rewarding when you finally clear through the dungeons. Next, let's talk about the game's level up system and skill trees. When you level up, you don't automatically get new skills. You get points that you can build up to unlock new skills in your skill tree and upgrade them. Keep in mind, however, just because you're upgrading a skill doesn't mean your casting time will go down because the character is technically getting good at it. There are times when it actually goes up, so choose wisely in what you want to upgrade. Eventually, you can upgrade their class, as well as regress them to certain levels, if you don't have them built the way you wanted. This adds a lot of possibilities for new takes on how you want to build your teammates and how you want to traverse the different dungeons. Moving on to graphics and sound, this game looks great. The monsters are all unique looking and feel like they belong in their respective areas, so nothing looks or feels out of place. Same with the music, it complements the dungeons and current tone of the game. Everything just fits in a nice package. This game honestly has a few blemishes though. One of them being is the amount of sexual content in this game. While it may not be for everyone, including myself, this is to be somewhat expected in this game, as the original game in the series was an erotic game. However, still being as erotic as the predecessor, it still managed to make its way over to the West with only a few minor edits done to the game. Overall, Dungeon Travelers 2 is a very good game. The game is by no means a casual or a gateway game into the DRPG genre such as the Etrian Odyssey series, but is a really good game for people who are fans of the genre or who enjoy RPGs and are looking for a good challenge. So this is why we give the game an 8 out of 10. While the game is very challenging and the amount of sexual content in this game may be a turnoff for some, the game works really well to make every party member of your team feel useful, all the characters are very memorable, and the game rewards you for experimenting for trying new things. And that's it for our review of Dungeon Travelers 2. Let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I should mention that this game was not reviewed by me. I just made the video review for it. My editor on my gaming blog, Mankoto, he is the one who actually played the game and wrote the review. I just, provided the voice for the video review because people, for some reason, like my voice. So if you want to see the full written version of the review, there will be a link down in the description bar below. And also, like I said, give us some feedback on what you guys think. And as always, everyone, this is Gammalad signing off.